So last explanation about inheritance, functional inheritance. So see the examples on inheritance. If you want to establish the inheritance between one constructor to another constructor, we should use one predefined function. It's called as call. Hmm. By using the call function, inheritance building is possible. Hmm. No extends keywords or extends keyword do role. Here call function is performing. So first I'm demonstrating on single level inheritance. Total 3 types of inheritance is supported. And actually in OOPS concept, we have the total 6 types. Some languages 6 supported, some languages 5 supported, some languages 3 only supported. The language to language varying. That's not in my hand. Hmm. So function followed by, that means constructor. Any other? Parent, for easy understanding, I'm writing parent only. So document dot write followed by parent invoked or parent constructor. Next one is the child. The same type of one message in even child also. So two constructors created, one is the parent and one is the child. Hmm. But now these two independent constructors, no relation between these two right now. So we want to establish the relation. So follow the yesterday's syntax. First you have to write your constructor name, parent dot call, parent dot call. So this is inheritance step. Call what you want to call, sir, parent constructor. So now this calling is successfully completed and we'll get some relationship also. Inheritance establishes. So after inheritance, we have to call parent and child only together. So then only directly that names are used here. This is single level inheritance, one constructor to another constructor. But in this single level inheritance, so which constructor object we have to create itself? Generally, we are creating the child class come child constructor. Child class come child constructor. Is it compulsory to create the child class only or child constructor only, sir? What you are feeling? We have to create in child class object only in inheritance or any other? Huh? So while working with inheritance, object should be created. Adya. I'm going in the normal way. Ne? So if you got this message, you are encouraging to go for another way. Hmm? Right. Matter అది. Hmm? Name change అనుకుంటా. Same name, Magana madam. Hmm? Name changed, but message as usual. That only first Google Classroom inside content available కదా. Content available, course content. At a topic, how many days we are going to teaching and clearly available. Have you checked that one or not? No, no, no. First to listen my words. But content today prepared, few days back prepared. But it is not that concept. Course content yesterday I prepared for finishing of fastly content or some years back, months back prepared. Doubt, generally doubt. When we prepared the content, scheduling of the course when we prepared. Yesterday prepared, last Sunday prepared, or so many months back prepared. Can you say that sentence first? Huh? When we prepared the course content. No answer, huh? Hmm. Only one way traffic అన్నమాట. Second way అసలు no traffic. First my question you are not answering అసలు. You didn't answer my question. Huh? Course content when prepared. కదా? Course content prepared that time అంటే ఇప్పుడు how you are feeling that one. You are going fast లేని ఆ కోర్స్ కంటెంట్ లో ఆ వచ్చే టాపిక్ హౌ మెనీ డేస్ వీ హావ్ టు డిస్కస్ అండ్ క్లియర్లీ అవైలబుల్ కదా, అవైలబుల్ నాట్ చెక్డా కంటెంట్, కంటెంట్ చెక్డా నాట్? ఐ థింక్ యూ నెవర్ చెక్డ్ ద కంటెంట్, రైటా? దెన్ ఓన్లీ అన్నెసరీ ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్. వెరీ గుడ్. వితౌట్ మై ఎఫర్ట్స్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు. Babu, for online students especially dedicated this point, sir. 100% the commitment what we given in the course content, that is I'm going to finishing it. By chance this Sunday is not completed, I'll take the next week extra sessions also, then I'll complete. Without completing the content I'm not closing the batch. I never closed the batch also. Almost I handle the nearly 200 plus batches, especially HTML, and never closed the batch without giving the completing the course. Somebody unnecessary getting the tension. ఏమంటారు వాళ్ళని ఏమంటాం? వితౌట్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎనీథింగ్ టెన్షన్ క్రియేటింగ్ న్యూసెన్స్. న్యూసెన్స్ కాదు ఏంటది, కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఏదో అంటారు వర్డ్ సంథింగ్, అది నాట్ న్యూసెన్స్, సారీ. So last day of the batch, if any topic is missing, you can raise the concern. Because starting days of the batch course content I given. Why you did not follow that one? That is my doubt, first of all. Egg eating, omelette eating, onion eating, that your choice. You can eat fish also, you can eat something else. I don't want that one. Right? When I'm going to announcing this is the today is your last day under. Up, then you can open the course content, tick all the topics. If anything is missing, 100% you have the right to point. Hmm? But every course topic, what is the how many sessions we are going to discussing? It clearly mentioned. I clearly mentioned that one, right? Huh? Actually, you didn't check it that a documentation. You didn't check it that documentation. The first course, 100 course is not matter. The unnecessary issue, unnecessary talking. Eating dry foods kadamma. First you have to consult the. But you are eating dry foods, so you are eating egg. I don't want that one. Okay, you are not checking kada. I'll show myself. ఏం చేద్దాం నా కర్మ చేద్దాం. So starting days of your batch, one course content we given, sir. That is the mistakes, negligence of the verification of Google Classroom, negligence of checking in the Google Classroom. Negligence. Careless, right? Hmm? Hmm. 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 Sorry, it's waste, amma. I no use of this, sorry. Everything, sorry. ఏముంది? Hmm? First, do your duty also properly. Google Classroom time pass created. It's not for time pass, the Google Classroom. What I'm going to explaining, that is I'm going to sharing in the Google Classroom. So if you open the Google Classroom, get a document available. We have the document clearly here. Hmm? Hmm. So which topic, how many sessions, and clearly we mentioned here. See that one. Hmm? And based on the situations, sometimes 1 or 2 days extending again below. I never said that one. Exception handling, one session I said. Yes, one session I completed that one. But object-oriented programming, one session. But this is third session I'm continuing. Observed and but everywhere we have that one. It is session number available. And total days, how many days we are discussing. That number of sessions. From the course content I given, Gada, why you didn't check this one? Why that much of negligence? Huh? Without verifying that one, you are talking yourself only. You are attending interview, you are going to NASA, you are going to somewhere I don't want. Like information available. You have to check that one. That is your duty. We posted together. Without checking, nobody don't drop the any comments, please. It is disturbing plus irritating also. 2.5 months without checking the document, what you are doing, sir? Bhajna, you are doing, huh? Google Classroom opening and checking laziness. తెలుగులో అయితే ఒళ్ళు బద్ధకం. Starting days of the batch, I shared the content. Not today, kada. If I shared yesterday, you are doing some gambling, sir, in US can say. Batch beginning, I shared the document. And what is meaning? That only I'm following. But the unnecessary talkings, why am I? Every day one student disturbing. One day Ramana, one day Sumana, one day Salachamma, whatever it may be. Hmm? Last day of the your batch, in that documentation, if anything is missing, you can try to raise the point. Hmm? Please don't disturb the everyday session like this. Yesterday one student, day before yesterday one student, today one student. Tomorrow one more person is coming again. Hmm? As per the scheduling I'm following, nothing I'm going to violating anything. Extra time I am spending. As per the course controlling, 10 days back your batch should be completed. మీరు కౌంట్ చేసుకోండి డేస్ కావాలండి. 2 days delay batch is 2 weeks delay. Or how you are saying fastly అని. Fastly the 2 weeks delay, how it is happens, 2 days, 2 weeks before completing other. Maybe faster delay meanings you don't know అనుకుంటా. Please check the English dictionary once. మీరు కూడా అంతే ఫీల్ అవుతున్నారా? బ్యాచ్ 15 days back you have to complete it. But ఇంకా still 4 more days is there. And almost 17, 18 days delay. But still you are talking fastly completing అంటున్నారు. ఈటింగ్ ఫుడ్ టేకింగ్ అయితే నోబడీ సేయింగ్ లైక్ దట్. అదే 63 sessions, బట్ ఆల్రెడీ ఇది 75 session అనుకుంటా అయితే. ఎవ్రీడే వన్ ఆన్లైన్ స్టూడెంట్ డిస్టర్బింగ్ లైక్ దిస్. యువర్ మోటివ్ ఏంటి డిస్టర్బింగ్ ఆఫ్ ది సెషన్? సేమ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ కదా 2 days బ్యాక్ అండ్ yesterday ఆల్సో ఐ సెడ్ ద సేమ్ అనదర్ స్టూడెంట్. ఫస్ట్ ప్లీజ్ చెక్ ద course content what I shared in the starting days of the batch. After that, talk it anybody. Clearer? Without checking, don't talk anybody. Please verify that one. I'm completing 100% syllabus. Last 2 days absent అయితే ఇప్పుడు what happens అమ్మా? Last 2 months you are attending కదా. చాట్ బాక్స్ తీసేస్తే గొడవ పోయింది. Frankly speaking, one small thing. Okay, you are feeling fastly explained. Okay. Remaining other subjects you slowly discussed together. Finally block when it is executing, but you don't know that one. Throw statement condition, no idea. Array memory block, no idea. Object copying or not copying, no idea. But slowly discussing the other subject, no idea. Myself and I'm explaining fastly, that is leave it. Who are talking so-called. Well, last 2 days back while discussing finally something point arised. Pinder of silence. Nobody doesn't knows that point, 100%. మరి స్లోలీ అనుకుందాం అదర్ సబ్జెక్ట్ తెలియదు. అసలు ఎక్సెప్షన్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్ పర్పస్ యూ డోంట్ నో ప్రాపర్లీ. దట్ డే వాట్ యూ డ్రాప్డ్ మెసేజ్ ఈస్ సింప్లిఫైయింగ్ ఆఫ్ యూజర్ మెసేజెస్, సింప్లిఫైయింగ్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ మెసేజ్. దట్ ఓన్లీ కదా మ్యాక్సిమం యూ గివెన్ ఆన్సర్ దట్ డే. బట్ ఎక్సెప్షన్ హ్యాండ్లింగ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఈజ్ కంట్రోల్ ఫ్లో. అది దట్ నో బడీ డజంట్ నోస్. సింప్లిఫైయింగ్ ఆఫ్ మెసేజ్. మరి ఇన్ ఫాస్ట్లీ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఆల్సో దట్ ఆల్ పాయింట్స్ ఐ కవర్డ్ కదా. యువర్ ఫీలింగ్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ. How many points I corrected even in the fast explanations also? Last 3 days onwards, first 15 minutes. పోయే. My interview say your main intention అయితే I'll do one small thing. I think subject not important అనుకుంటా for you. Only interviews say important కదా. My batch ending when the batch is completed, 4 days after or 3 days after, I'm going to posting 3 documents. Every batch I'm sharing the documents. What are the documents are into FAQs about the HTML, CSS and JavaScript. The 3 subjects, 3 PDFs are coming. Every batch I'm sharing that one last day of the batch, after end of the batch. If you refer the documents, you can easily face the interview. As a 2 months also no need to attend the course. Really. 2 months course not necessary. 3 days are documents if you refer perfectly, sir. You can easily face the interview. 100% possible. 2 months not necessary. 2.5 months no need. Factor. So 6 months course, 7 months course also no need. But core Java available, 400 questions available. 400 questions you are thorough, sir. A 6 months course you don't need to learn. You will easily get the job. Pakka. 400 questions, so even if you are in the deep sleep, when you are going to Utto answer this question, you are able to answer. Job easy. 400 plus questions enough, more enough. 3 months no need to learn the subject. But అది డెలాయిట్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ టీసీఎస్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ అయితే కోర్స్ వై అమ్మా ఓ ఫిక్స్డ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అవైలబుల్ ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇఫ్ యూ బై హార్ట్ ఇట్ ఈజీలీ కెన్ క్లియర్ ద ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ we are not learning the subject only interview point of view, we are learning subject point of view. Interviews point of view, these number of days wise at 10 days we can finish the batch. Question answer, question answer, question answer. I pay. Because think sensibly, Amma. Hmm? Your problem or my problem or Narendra Modi problem is not matter here. Hmm? Regularly not attending classes, so guidelines not following properly. Google Classroom never checked properly. Hmm? Yesterday also, inheritance purpose what అంటే షేరింగ్ అన్నారు. అటువంటిది మన మ్యాటర్. So this is calling statement of this one. Hmm? Hmm. Can I call from this one to another one, sir? 100% possible, sir. That becomes as a next level of inheritance. So this is at the single level inheritance. Which class come which constructor object we have to create, sir? If you work with the single level, if you work with the multi-level, or if you work with the hierarchical, whatever it may be. So which class or which constructor object we have to create it, sir? Generally, we are thinking last class or last constructor. Last class or last constructor. Generally, we are thinking. And somebody they're fixing also. We have to create only for child class object only. Don't fix like that, sir. You can create object for any constructor or any class also. Not only child classes. Child class object, if you create it, you will get some additional benefits and then. And parent class object, we can't create. That is senseless sentence. So parent classes we can create, grandparents we can create, even childs also we can create. But who have already some inheritance knowledge, I think you are believing strongly we can create only for child class only. Because the wrong thinking is not correct. And I can't prove anything, but something you have to believe on thing. Because so many points I proved in so many cases. And when you will get that awareness, sir, if you go for the high level topics or second level subjects in your full stacks, the clarities comes here. So parenta, childa, for anything we can create the object. But as per your object creation levels, accessing rights are going to changing. Like as our switch case. But switch case lo which case it is selected from that case to up to end of the case blindly running all the steps. Like that in inheritance also, which level you created the object from that level to upper level you can access, lower levels you can't access. So which level you created the object, which class, which construct you created object, from that to upper levels you can access, but lower levels you can't access. That is inheritance policy generally. So suppose I have multi-level inheritance, 4 floors available. I created object here, sir. Super. These all are you can access, but this you can't access. I can create object here, sir. And these all are you can access, but you can't access this one. So which level you created the object from that level to Upper levels you can access, lower levels you can't access. Right? So then only what we are feeling certainty. If I create the bottom level, so I can access to all upper levels. If you create the bottom level classes, you can access all upper level classes. You can that slowly converted it. You must uh, pronouncing slowly, diverting and what. So that becomes as you must create to child class. That is not must to benefit and I want to access only parent members only, sir. Why child object unnecessarily? Memory wastage. So current situation, I want to access only parent class methods and properties only, sir. Then you can create parent object only. I want to access the both, sir. Then you can create the child. Because when you create the child object, when you create the child object child A, but it also contains the parent members and also child members. Compulsory అది. In every child, how the parent genes are contains, how the parent blood is contains, like that every child object, parent genes, parent blood is available. Compulsory. Genes and properties, blood and method. Mm, Simple thing. So if I created object for the child constructor come child class. I'll allocate the memory for both parents and childs, but I'm accessing only child say. But if parent memory waste, that we can't do anything, leave it like that. I want access only parent only, sir. Child no use. So you can create only parent class or parent constructor object, and you will get the memories for the only that one. Abstraction scenario compulsory how to create parent objects, not child objects. Compulsory adi. But normal cases what we are talking, sir, and we should create only child objects అంటాం. మళ్ళీ next level topics when you go for the oops concept to version changing. Old sentence we have to follow, no new sentence we have to follow, no dilemma. Mostly we are following blindly. So I'm going to demonstrating also here. See that one. First I'm creating the parent object. Constant p equals to new parent. What happens, sir? Parent constructor memory block is allocated. Inside, if any members available, the members are going to initializing. But right now, both constructors are the empty constructors. So just a message is comes only here. And put this one and right here, C equals to new child. Parent to plus child, both. How many objects created, sir? One object. But both messages we got it, sir. One object inside both parent and child members are available. Object single. Reference also only one A. But memory blocks internally multiple layers available. One layer for the parent items, one layer for the child items. How it is possible, sir? Until like as our joint families, jumbo families are joint families like that. One house available, door number single A, but in that house, so many families are available. Joint families, some movies also we have that one. Every family separate room is available, but total are staying inside the single house only. So like that, this is also. But inside that five families available total, sir. It's not five houses, a single house. Five families is to living in that house. Five door numbers I want allotted, sir. No single door number. 50 families available inside the same house, door number single only. And the reference of the object is single only. Next one, child. One more object, anonymous object. One more anonymous object. The first object, second object. The program completed. How many objects available in class are and memory into only one object. Second object already destroyed also. Anonymous object already destroyed. Whenever these two messages completed, immediately object is going to destroying it. But still first object waiting in the memory block. How much time it is waiting, sir? Until to close this tab. When you close the browser or when you close the tab, then only memory is going to destroy. Without closing the tag up to tomorrow, if I open the browser, sir, memory also will continues. Up to tomorrow morning, that OB is staying in the memory block only. So that is only one time usage scenario. Don't prefer this one. Lot of memory is going to wasting. So this is the better options for that. So single level inheritance, established statement and accessing. So constructor name compulsory, sir. With which constructor you want to maintain the relationship? That constructor followed by call. Next, multi-level how to create. I am demonstrating this one. This is single level. Now I'm going to demonstrating the multi-level. So one, total three constructors I'm creating. In multi-level, minimum three participating, sir. Maximum your interest, sir. Three compulsory. Below three, if I use it, sir, it becomes as unofficially single level inheritance. One inheritance to another inheritance, we don't have any differences. Like as if else, if else if. That style only. If a separate purpose, if else a separate purpose are impossible. All are same purpose. Levels are going to increasing. So what is the single level purpose? What is the multi-level purpose, sir? అంటే answer same. Both are for same purpose. Single level until two, multi-level into more than two. So if else single level, if else if multi-level, ladder if else, if else, if multi-level. This purpose for decision making, this purpose is also for decision making, sir. There is no extraordinary difference. With only two levels operating, it is more than two levels operating. So inheritance to inheritance, separate advantages not available. Don't expect like that. All types of inheritance purpose is same, extending and as well as sharing. So this is the first constructor. Document dot write followed by one small message here. Constructor one. Next, this is the second constructor two. And I'm going to writing here two. Next, this is the third constructor. Total three constructors available here. Right now, all these three constructors are the independent constructors. All these are the independent constructors. Now I want to build the relation between these two, sir. So first go to the three call. But now yesterday onwards, I am saying that one. When you use the only call, browser getting the confusion because one available, two available. Which one I have to call? No idea. So you should mention clearly here, call the second constructor. So once again, this is inheritance. Next again, go to the second one, one dot call. Three calling the two, two calling one. So this is the step-by-step operation. Same as to a ladder if concept. So one constructor linked to another constructor, that constructor linked to one more constructor. A link is going to establishing like this. So this is passes the call to this one, and this is passes the call to this one. The chain process will continues. So this type of designing is called as multi-level inheritance. But now in these three pronunciations, I hope you know that one. This is called as a grandparent, GP, and it is called as a parent, and it is called as a child. Grandparent, parent, and a child. But three constructors available. Which constructor object I have to create it, sir? Your interest. Last 10 minutes onwards, I said that one. By chance, if you create object for one, sir, this only you can access. By chance, if I create the two, sir, both you can access. If I create the object for three, sir, three we can access. So, which level you created object from that level to upper section 100% accessible, but lower section 100% not accessible. Right. We'll test it, it's working or not. First, I'm starting with one by one, sir. Level one, OB equals to new followed by one. Grandparent object created. Now that object contains only grandparent members only. So we'll get the output also like this only. Next one, put this in comment. Write the second one. OB equals to 2. And you will get the object for 2. The 2 contains the both 1 and 2. Now this one is contains only grandparent only. And this one is contains the grandparent plus parent. This one by 1. No, by 1 ante that's all. This one buy one, get one. Next, this one buy one, get two free. So buy one, get two free, this one. Independence Day offer, amma. So what we'll get, sir, into here GP plus P plus C. All three members allocated. Once again, joint family, single object, single reference variable, single address only. But that memory block inside, three partitions available, one for grandparent, one for parent, one for the childs. The portions available. Inside the house, portions available. మన villages like the portions అంటారు. స్మాల్ స్మాల్ సిటీస్ ఈ హైదరాబాద్ మెట్రోపాలిటన్ అంటే పోర్షన్ ఏంటి అంటారు. వీళ్ళు the posh candidates కదా హైఫై. If you go for our more normal villages, portions wise we are constructing house. A portions we are giving the rentals also. అది కూడా ఇస్తాం పోర్షన్. ఇక్కడ పోర్షన్ అంటే తెలియదు హైదరాబాద్లో మళ్ళీ. Hmm. Hmm. When I came to first time Hyderabad for two rental houses, when I'm going to searching some areas, so any portion is there a rental and a portion ఏంటి అన్నారు. ఈ హైదరాబాద్ అంటే సమ్ ఏరియాస్ ఆ ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ ఆంధ్ర ఏరియాలో పోర్షన్ అంటే వెరీ పాపులర్ అది. బట్ ఈ హియర్ పోర్షన్ అంటే లాట్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్స్ దే డోంట్ నో దట్ వన్ అది. అంటే దే ఆర్ యూజింగ్ సమ్ అదర్ వర్డ్స్ ఐ థింక్. So that object contains the three portions, one portion for the grandparents, one portion for the parents, one portion for the childs. But reference only, address is also one only. And just for side by side practicing anonymous object, that is 3. See the live example, sir. Go to HTML once. HTML. Because I said yesterday, HTML is the live example of inheritance. So go to the HTML, multi-level inheritance. Okay. So take the table tag. Table tag inside tr tag available. Tr tag inside thr td, whatever it may be. Two childs available. But when you write any CSS for table, effect goes to up to tr. Tr td also. No? TD also. If I write the CSS for TR, effect goes to TD. And if I write the CSS for TD, only TD only it will comes. And that CSS, what are the styles you are applying? Are styles falling down like this. And next, finally, the data is comes with which style, TD style, TR style, table style, sir. TD printing the data kada finally. The data displaying with finally which style, TD or TR table. CSS I'm talking. TD printing your data on the web page, the data displaying with finally which style. TD only style, TR style following, table style following, all three styles following. Huh? TD style following. Sure, huh? Then why you are writing CSS for TR? I defined some CSS for table tag. I defined some CSS for the TR, and I also defined for CSS for TD. Huh? Table tag. Then why you are writing CSS for TD? Huh? So finally, output is comes with combination of three styles. Child tag following the child style plus child tag is following the parent style also. Combinations of output it will comes. Parent style if impacting to output and child style is also impacting to output. So this is what is the object I created, sir. In this object too, table properties available, TR properties available, plus TD properties also available. This object inside properties plus data also even. Okay, fastly explained kada, then only you forget that CSS. Hmm. What in the counter? Hmm? Hmm. Live example, your CSS, sir. Maybe you forget it, I think, because I explained very fastly about it. Hmm. If you go for the flex concept, card style concept, or grid concept, registration forms, or any form, when you're writing the style for button, button they have their own style. Button available inside the container. Container style also it is followed. But container I applied the align equals to center. Text align. But button comes to center. Button I applied the background color. ఇప్పుడు button following the background color or following the alignment? మరి alignment is coming from which tag? Their parent tag or container tag. Background color is coming from their own tag. If both not following how the button comes to center and how the button comes with color. Button inside if you write the align center, button not comes to center. Button container tag alignment center right, it will comes to center. So finally, every output following the child tag styles and as well as parent tag styles also. Maybe in that styles, if any repeated property is available, that is going to overriding. Other languages you are calling, it's called as overriding. Other languages, something overriding. And the same CSS also available. But parent selector color available, child selector also color available. Obviously, last executed selector will get into the output. Both styles, both selectors applying the same properties are compulsory. The lastly executed selector output comes into finally. Properties not repeating, sir. All are going to applying. A common thing. Next, the same way, how to create the hierarchical inheritance. That is, I'm going to showing, sir. Diagram yesterday I already said hierarchical inheritance. Mana total HTML is hierarchical inheritance. One parent, multiple childs, minimum A shape. This shape of how you are going to extending, that is your interest. But minimum three compulsory. Minimum three, maximum your choice. If I remove any one of these ones, sir, that becomes single level inheritance. This one you want to extend up to any how many levels are it, that is your choice. Last example also we have three only, sir, but that formation is different. This is last example formation, and this is current example. This is like as a chain process, straightforward. This is like as our hierarchy tree structures, roots, branches, sub branches, leaves. How it is going to spreading like this. Hierarchical inheritance also spreading like that only. Last example, one small English word, if you change it, it becomes as a hierarchical inheritance. Just one English word. It 2 is then a 17th line. 2 plus if you write 1, it is hierarchical inheritance. 1 place if you write 2, multi-level inheritance. No special difference. That is only all are inheritance. Formations are different. And again, that inheritance is something special. This inheritance something special, sir. And you are innocent and meaning. Amayakatvam. Generally saying. Hmm. But Warangal candidates not innocents. I know that one. Hmm. Most dangerous candidates. So just a single word difference, sir. Not much more. 2 plus 1, no. 1 plus 2. No need to write again total program. A single English word, if you change it, it's come. So I'm also not making any changes. That single change. How it is hierarchical inheritance, sir? 2 is calling the 1, and even 3 is also calling 1. Now shape is forming the 1, no, 2, 3. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Hierarchy. In this hierarchical inheritance, which object we have to create it, sir? How many ending points available? How many ending points available? That number of objects required. Previous two models with one object, you can access the whole inheritance. But here I think it's not possible. So how many edges or how many dead ends available? That number of objects required. So this is one dead end, this is one dead end. You need one object here and you need one object here. Why, sir? If I use only this OB1, I can access the 1 and the 2, but I can't access the 3 because moving and coming down, it's not possible like that. So inheritance is always one-way traffic only, sir. One-way traffic only. Chat box is only for one purpose. What is that, sir? Into only asking of doubts and not for the answering of the questions. One-way traffic and only. Hmm? So this is inheritance is also only one-way traffic. Shahil, you are not one-way traffic. You are two-way traffic. Hmm? Because sincerely daily answering questions and candidate. Oh, 5 to 6 candidates available. Sincerely daily answering. What am I asked the question? All questions. At right or wrong second. But attempting అయితే పక్కా. And that Shahil first place available. ఎవడు మనోడు ఉంటాడు చూడు, ఇతనే. ఉమ్, ఉమ్, ఉమ్. A small point, big point, confirmly some message coming. Yes, sir, no, sir, okay, sir. Something one message dropping on when I raised any point or when I raised any concern. Mm. Reminding sometimes, ఇంకా half of the mm. So it's a one-way traffic only. Create the object for this one, we can access this, but not access this one. By chance, if I create the object for this one, sir, OB2, you can access this one, but not this one. One-sided, two sides not possible. So then only edges how many available, that number of objects required. Edges how many available, this number of objects required. So why like that, sir? Simple reason. The reason is whenever it is becomes parent and these two are becomes as a childs. A grandparent not available. This is the child one and this is the child two. Hmm? Okay, for easy convenience, I'm writing the names also for easy understanding. Pronunciations first. Child A and this is the child B. And the message also same message. But compared to 1, 2, 3, these messages more easy to understand. Hmm? So parent to child to child. Now the inheritance is parent to child to child. If I create the child one object, I can access my parent and my childs. But I can't access my second child, that child. Reasons are go to again HTML CSS, table tag, TR tag. TR tag inside TD available, TR tag inside TH also available. Hmm. But table tag styles TH following. TR styles also TH following. TD styles TH following. That is only I'm saying. Are TH styles TD following us aren't? No chance. But these both tags are following the table styles and TR styles. So if parent tag styles comes to the all childs, but one child style never goes to the another child. So what are the CSS you applied on the TD that is not affected to TH? TH styles are not affected to TD. Or on a containers concept available box model or card style. Division tag, I applied the style sir. Division tag inside image available. Division tag inside heading available. Division tag inside anchor tag available. But division tag styles, who is following? Division tags, if I write any CSS, who follows that CSS? All. Division following, image following, heading following, anchor tag following. At the same time, anchor tag, they have their own styles or not? Our anchor tag styles, who is following? Why not H1? Both are the subtags కదా. Heading tags image following, image styles headings following. మరి వాళ్ళు ఆర్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ మెంబర్సే కదా, సేమ్ పేరెంటే కదా. ఇది నేచర్ అది. సో డివిజన్ ట్యాగ్స్ అంటే కంటైనర్ స్టైల్స్ ఆల్ కంటెంట్ ఫాలోయింగ్, బట్ వన్ కంటెంట్ స్టైల్ అనదర్ కంటెంట్ ఫాలోయింగ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్. సో దట్ ఈస్ హైరార్కీ మీనింగ్ అది. So one child style, another child not affected, but parent styles affected to all childs. So the main container styles, everybody they should follow compulsory. At the same time, you have your personal styles also. Okay, one small live example, sir. But you and your brother, or you and your sister available. Totally, you are the two kids. Hmm? Just imagine. But your parents are rich. You, your sibling, both are rich or not? Huh? Your parents very well is well settled. Huh? Lands available, buildings available, gold available, cash also available. But our parents they have the two kids. Two kids rich or not? Obviously, because nowadays generation, if parents not giving, you are taking that one automatically. Yesterday I see that one some Godavari district center. One son they killed their mother because of property on road, public. In public area on the road, the son killed their mother. Hmm? And few months back, one daughter killed their father because of property issue. Daughters generally fathers more affectionate కదా, but daughter killing the father in Hyderabad. Property ఇవ్వట్లేదంట అందుకని. 7 months back, 8 months back, both own sisters and siblings say. One sister killed the another sister due to the reason of gold. చెల్లి అక్కని చంపేసింది. ఇంకా ఆఫ్టర్ మ్యారేజ్ కాదు, బిఫోర్ మ్యారేజే. ఇంకా both not married, both are earning, but first elder sister very well settled, younger sister struggling to settle. Money కొద్దిగా habits to something a gold taking the gold purpose she killed their sister only. Hmm? ఈ properties nowadays becomes big matter also. But now property if you want to earn it also getting fear అనమాట. మళ్ళీ our kids they are killing us ఏమో. Hmm? So parents are rich, kids also rich. In these siblings, one sibling they studied very well, they got the better jobs, earned so many. I mean, they earned and they settled some level of that. But one sibling, but second sibling settled, no gada. And the first son very well settled. Second son, no, because the first son property 1 rupee also not comes to second son. So parents settled as a kids are settling. Kids settled, sir, and that kid only settled or the next generation settled, but the siblings no. Live examples, your parents, one of I mean your parents, one stays available. Your parents own brothers or sisters, their family financial status different available, check it. Or you are in the middle class అయితే your father brother full rich, or your father is richer, your father brother very middle class. Everywhere it is happens అది. ఉన్నా మీ నాన్నగారు బాగా సెటిల్ అయ్యారు, కానీ మీ పెద్దనాన్న బాబాయో లోలో ఉండుంటారు, లేదా మీరు లోలో ఉంటే వాళ్ళు హైలో ఉండుంటారు. అది కామన్ థింగ్ అది. వై సార్ అంటే దీస్ దేర్ ఓన్ ఎర్నింగ్స్ నాట్ కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ది పేరెంట్స్. లైవ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ముఖేష్ అంబానీ అని అనిల్ అంబానీ అమ్మ, ఒకళ్ళేమో అక్కడ ఒకళ్ళేమో ఇక్కడ. వన్ పర్సన్ రిచెస్ట్ ఇన్ ద ఏషియా, వన్ పర్సన్. బట్ అంబానీ ఈస్ గివింగ్ ద బోత్ ఈక్వల్ ప్రాపర్టీస్, మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఈస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్. Inheritance also following like that only. So how many edges available? That number of objects compulsory required, and you have to make the change as per the program. Parent. So object creation first to child one, OB1 equals to new followed by child A. What happens, sir? Parent 2 plus A. Next, this second object OB2 child B. Parent 2 plus B. So this is the output. This is the output of the first object and this is the output of the second object. Both object common person whose are and a parent. Two objects created, two references available. You'll get the two objects like this. Two objects, two references. Here we have the parent, here we have the A. And here we have the parent members and here we have the B members. Can I go for anonymous object as R? Your choice, no objection. These are the formations or building of the inheritance. Three models. All inheritance concept is same as sir. Huh? Child. So lastly, I'm going to showing the small example here. See this one. Function, once again, parent. This dot x equals to x. Now I'm going to introducing some properties and methods. And every constructor, they have their own property, they have their own method. Previous one is just building formation, how to establish. Now here I'm introducing some data and some small operation also. Parent constructor with the parameter. The parameter is storing into your property. It's not first time, already we used previous examples. Next, I'm going to writing one method here. Not necessary, just an idea purpose I'm writing here. Methods, this dot set x. Why, sir? We already initialized the property, sir. Sir, property already initialized. In future, if I want to modify the property, I'm providing a provision to user, that is the set x. It is assigning the value to x property as well as it is modifying the value of x. Both it is going to doing. And here we are going to writing one parameter with x. And once again, this dot x equals to x. So method, name of the method is set x. Which method this one? Named method, expression method, arrow method. Huh? Expression method and without expression given answer. Which method? Give the expression. Sure, huh? Expression arrow na? Sorry in the translation. Which method? Sure, huh? Pakka. Next, one more method. This dot get x equals to function followed by return this dot x. One more method, even it is also expression method only. All expression methods. If you are interested in named methods, but arrow function methods will get some small complications because as per the last week explanation, arrow functions inside this using directly not possible. Extra coding required. Instead of that, expressions are the shortcut for us. So this is the first class come first constructor. They have their own properties, they have their own method operations. Next, I'm going to defining the second constructor as a child of y. So here also first properties initialization, this dot y equals to y. Next, here we'll get the small problem. But a child constructor, how many parameters taking sir into only one parameter y, that is for their purpose, or their self. But what about the value of x sir? Parent constructor x we are not receiving here. Why the problem, sir? From 1 hour onwards, I'm discussing we are creating object for child because we can access the child and parent also. But when you are creating the object for child, generally your calling style is like this: child of 10. The 10 receives the x storing, sorry, y, it stores into y. Then what is the value of x, sir? Not given. So it stores the default value undefined. Because parent constructor you are not calling directly. And we have to write the call steps, sir. Coming to that only. So parent dot call of what we have to write inside the value. Why? Yeah? Why no? Because why I'm using myself. So you have the only option you can write the directly 10 now. It's working. But lifelong that x value is 10 only. If we create 5 objects also, object to object, child data changing. Because object creation case, you are changing the data here, the child of 11, child of 22, a dynamic initialization, child of 33. So child initializing dynamically, but parent initializing statically. Because child, whenever they call the parent constructor, it is always passing the 10 only. This is not partial operation. Half a static, half is dynamic. Then only what to do, sir? Child constructor should responsible of the parent constructor. Compulsory. In inheritance, child is the responsible to get the data for parents. Reason, parents uses directly not touching. So that data also should collect by child only. So the formula what, sir? And when you are working with inheritance, parent is parameterized constructor. Child must have the parameters. Unofficial rule అనమాట. Your parent is parameterized constructor. Child also should have the parameterized constructor only. Then program properly running. In all, even your Java also is rule is available. Oops language is all. Inheritance is supporting all languages. This is unofficial rule. So you have to take the this one. But child, they don't need XSR. Ha ha ha. I'm earning the 2 rupees, 1 rupee for me, 1 rupee for my parents. But now instead of this 10, no, you can pass the X. But while creating of objects, so you have to supply like this 10 comma 20, 11 comma 22, and here something 12 comma 56. Every first value goes to X, every second value goes to Y. X value passing to parent, Y value using myself only. So when you are creating the object, you must supply the two data, one for parent and one for the child. And this is an unofficial rule set. Everywhere in the OOPS, parent having the parameterized constructor, child also should have the parameterized constructor. Otherwise, that program useless. Mm, mm. So this is inheritance step or calling step, but we have some small change. Parameterized constructor syntax different available. Yesterday you copied already theory part together. What we have to write first inside the call? Parameterized constructor syntax. Inside the call, first parameter what? Huh? Check the syntax yesterday you copied together. No syntax. Option. Huh? First parameter is this, comma, then you can pass your data. It's a part of the syntax, sir. The syntax will be discussed, not my personally discussed. So call the parent constructor with your current reference plus data. You know already this is contains the address of the your object. So which object you are working, that object address comma x. Can I pass without the this sir? Doesn't works. Reason my personal I'm not added. A syntax available, we are just following that one. So your reference comma data. Reference comma data. The reference parent using internally. It's mandatory, sir. Syntaxes you know very well. We should not violate and we should not change the syntaxes. Reason I'm explained. So child sending the current object reference to parent to utilize internally while data storing or while data retrieving, whatever it may be. If you need more data, you can send something, 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 something. But before the data, this compulsory. Only can I write the first data and the last this is sir. Your own function call predefined function. Predefined function and already parameters meanings decided కదా. If you shuffle the order, x taking as a this. If you send in any order, first parameter is the reference. So x is taking as a reference. If you write the this here, this is taking as a x value. Because parameters always works based on the positions. With which meaning you are writing, I don't know. But as per internal instruction, this is playing as a this role and this one is playing as a x role. Program goes to like this. Yeah, simple things are printf function, you know that one. Universal function, printf function, available most of the languages. But system.out.printf, system.out.printf. What we are doing, sir? Percentage d comma x you are writing. Java candidates. System.out.printf percentage d comma x. Today evening try like this x comma percentage d. If it is working, then tomorrow inform to me. I'll change this step also. Hmm? C language students, Java students, both you can try this one. If you got the output, please inform to tomorrow. I'll change this syntax also. Not possible, but I tried my level best. Hmm? Point clear, kada? Hmm? Hmm. Anybody you know na it's working or not? With your previous programming knowledge? Not working, huh? Sure, huh? Why? Why not working? C language is Java candidates, you can answer this one. Others, they don't know. Hmm. Why not working? Syntax here, answer. That is your own method. You can send as per your wish, sir. It's already defined method. Already defined method and every parameter representation, something is there internally. Hmm? So next one, constructor calling is over. But it means inheritance establishment over. And initializing the data myself also over. Next, constructor calling step. Parent constructor calling step. Is it compulsory to write in the first line only in the child constructor, sir? No, sir. You can write anywhere in the constructor. At the first place, middle place, last place, your interest. There is no rule in JavaScript. Parent constructor calling statement we can place anywhere in the child constructor. But in original OOPS languages, rules available. That's compulsory first statement. Other than first place, if you place anywhere, we'll get the syntactical error. Compile time error is comes. Original OOPS. But this is not original OOPS. Kada. It is a prototyping based rules. Is slightly changing. Even last three examples also constructor calling statement positions you can move it. No objections. Next, here also I'm writing two methods, sir, initially. One is this dot set x, set y equals to functional expression followed by y and return followed by, sorry, this dot y equals to y. Next, similarly, this dot get y equals to functional expression once again, no parameters required, and return followed by this dot y. With simple constructors with having three members, one property and two methods. But data sharing, and you are pronouncing it, that I'm going to showing here. But parent inside we have some data, child inside also we have some data. The both data I'm going to operating combinedly. So for that I'm doing the small mathematical calculation. This dot add equals to once again functional expression, and inside that one return this dot x plus return this dot y. Observe the position, sir. Here I'm defining one method. Hmm. Where I'm defining the methods are within the child constructor. Within the child constructor. A child constructor inside I used the y. Yes, I have my own y here that I'm substituting. But x is x not available in my constructor. So x is available in the parent constructor. When you are using this one, obviously it is searching. First, it is searching in your current constructor. If it is not found, then it is searching in the parent constructor. By chance, X also available in the parent child constructors are child X only substituting. Parent X never going to substituting. Because search policy and one point I touched the recent explanations. First, your current working location, then not found and searching in the outside. So this is parent data and this one is the child data. Both we are using combinedly. This is you are saying as a sharing. Next one more, this dot something product equals to functional expression followed by return followed by this dot x multiplied with this dot y. Same process, parent data, child data, combinedly I'm going to operating. The small things are original oops students, one small comparison. Recently I explained, once again I'm touching here point. But in this method, we don't have any ambiguity problem. And x two names, y two times not available. But still I'm using the this observe that one. But set x method ante x two x's available కాబట్టి for clarity purpose this dot x normal x and two x's I am calling. ఇక్కడ y and two y's available. Is there any local y variable? No. Is there any parameter y variable? No. But why I am writing that this is as per the rules of the JavaScript. 2 days back or 3 days back, I said this one. Throughout the JavaScript, you should use the this. Original oops concept. In these two places, I hope you are not using the this. You are directly writing the x plus y, x into y. No. Original oops. Who are following the original object-oriented programming, those candidates. But JavaScript not like that. Ambiguity is there or not? Names matching available or not? I don't want. You should use always this keyword. So set methods inside this center reasonable because set method inside one x available, object inside also one x available. Which is x clear identification, we are using that one. But here the duplication problem not available, then still we have to use the this dot x. By chance if I remove this one, sir, answer nance. X is not defined, y is not defined. Obviously final answer is comes as a nance. So constant ob1 equals to new followed by child uh, child of 10 comma 20. I'm passing the two parameters to my child constructor. One parameter x, one parameter is y. In that child it they keeps the 20 itself only and sending 10 to their parent. So these two received by these two. So 20 keeps myself only and 10 is I'm passing to my parent. If I create one more object, sir, that time also you can do the same thing only. One more object, OB2, new child followed by 11 comma 22. New child followed by 11 comma 22. Again, the both values first sending to child. So one keeps itself only and one is sending to their parent. Now, how many times you are creating the object? That number of times we are sending the two values. By chance, while creating of object, if we didn't pass any data, what happens here? It takes the default values. What are the default value? Undefined. So X is substituting undefined and Y also substituting the undefined. Final answers all comes as a nonce. If you want to stop that undefined and use our recent feature default parameters. Undefined nonce, if you want to stop it, use the latest feature default parameters. Object creating a sir. Third object also creating 100%. We'll check it in. So go to operation theater. OB1 first object x10 y is 20 and OB2 x11 y is 22 and see the methods list also set x get x set y get y and here also. So that is the starting day of today. I'm saying every object contains the both parent members and as well as the child members. And as usual, check the OB3 also, sir. X value is undefined and Y value is undefined. Because I didn't pass any data. Undefined problem overcoming a default parameters topic introduced. I already shown in the last examples how to use that. Interested candidates use that also implement here. Once again, observe two lines if you observe at a time. Even not only this one, do one thing. I'm writing here 100, sir. It's also valid. But 100 who receives? X received. Y value undefined. So one more time, if you observe these three lines at a time, sir. Once again, one bulb is answered, that is CO. Constructor overloading. Again, in inheritance also constructor overloading. But we are not developed anywhere constructor overloading. Automatically we'll get that benefit. Bonus points. All steps valid. Perfect outputs అయితే only first two steps it will comes. Okay, object created successfully. We have to test it results coming properly or not. Write some small printing statements. Documented.write waste step A, but I'm using. So call the two methods sum and product. ob1.sum, ob1.product. Data set, data already stored. So it is applying the sum on these two values and it is applying the product also on these two values. So the same step you can continue for the second one. ob2.sum and ob2.product. It's just for awareness purpose. Leave it that. Huh? Method name add. Sorry. This is the first object output and this is the second object output. Then why you developed the set to get methods, sir? I already stored the data and I perform some operations. For future reference, future requirement, I need some modifications in that one. So with the proper coding manner, ob.setx equals to, you can change the value at 10 replace with 100. Instead of that, we can also write ob1.x equals to 100 as JavaScript special. Why this method I developed, sir, ante just for connecting of your other subjects. Other subjects, this is not allowed. You should go for this one, original loops. Compulsory through method. Even if you want to retrieve the x also, you should call the method only. But here we can write directly ob1.x, ob1.y. Possibility is there. Through method possible, through property also possible. This sentence could underline it. Operation we can perform through method and we can perform through property also. Tomorrow I'm working on this point. Try to register on that. So an object is available, especially in JavaScript. One object available. Inside that some properties are available. But these properties, if I want to handle it, sir, JavaScript providing the two provisions always. One through property syntax, second one through method syntax. This is property syntax, this is method syntax. Every operation on object with the support of method we can do, and directly we can touch the property and directly we can use that property. Modifications are additions are deletions are anything possible. Next topic point full-fledgedly we are using. It is just a highlighted. Next topic so many programs I'm writing on this point. Well, what is two syntaxes are in? Don't put the question marks. So conclusion of this program, sir. Some operations are performed by the one class come one constructor. Remaining operations are performed by the another constructor, another class. Like as our HTML parent tag and child tag operation. I can write everything in the same tag, sir. 100% possible. Every logic I can write in same class, sir. 100% possible. No doubt at all. But future maintenance becomes as complication. Example, OL tag available. Okay. Table tags I'm taking here. TR available, TD available. But TR TD and row creation, data printing, both the same tag playing. But when I write the CSS, it is applying for the row, it is also applying for data also. But I need the row separate CSS, data separate CSS. You have only single tag. No parent, no child. Both operations single tag playing. But row separate markup, data separate markup, not possible. Row separate alignment to data separate alignment is not possible. And if you divide the operation like this TR and TD, you can write the separate for this one, you can write the separate for this one. If you are interested, write the both same also. A feasibility is comes. Instead of two tags, a single tag if used, that facility no chance. Same as OL tag, LI tag. But one tag printing the data, one tag alerting the serial numbers. Numbering bulleting alerted by one tag. Data is printing by the one tag. But both the same tag are doing, suppose, sir. Data coming from this tag, serial numbers also coming from this tag. If you write the CSS for this one, data color changing, bullet color changing, bullet and a symbol sum. Bullets, numbers, data all printing by the single tag only. If I write the CSS on this single tag, which color changing? Data na bullet or both? Both changing. But I need bullet separate CSS, sir. And that is reasonable also. On a Flipkart, if you observe that one, data color separated, bullet colors separated. But how if you have the single tag? Both coming from same tag, the output. When you have the same tag, if you apply the CSS on that one, it's impacted to the whole tag. Then we have the separate data role divided and there is bullets role serial numbers role is distributed. Now you can apply the separate CSS for data and you can apply the separate CSS for bullets and numbers. I already explained this point in the pseudo selectors. At a bullets styles only I changed. You remember or not? I don't know that one. Data separate color is available. Whereas child parent available, but I can do that one easily. If there is no child parent, it's a single tag, sir. We have to work hard. Solution is there, but complications. So if you write the larger code in the single constructor, larger code in the single class, today okay amma, there is no problem amma. Future maintenance problems are comes. Future any enhancements are any modifications required, some complications are facing. So then only cut it. Write pieces wise. Then maintenance easy. Future modifications also easier. But when you cut it into this one, this is the continuation of this one. ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ రిక్వైర్డ్ కదా, దట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద బాహుబలి 2. బాహుబలి 2 is not a new story. It's a continuation of the Bahubali 1 story only. Where the Bahubali 1 stopped, exactly the same point Bahubali 2 is going to start. అది రియల్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్, అది రియల్ సీక్వెన్స్ అది. Some movies sequence center, but first story, second story connection are not available. So many movies available like that. But Bahubali is not like that, fully connected. So here Kattappa kills the Bahubali. And from that point, the second movie is going to starting. Small informations. Maybe do after tomorrow, chances are there. No guarantee about that one. Holiday or hmm, Independence Day. Kada. By chance, holiday is there, you have 3 hours of session. Hmm. Holiday is not there, a regular session running as usual. Hmm? Holiday na 3 hours session. Coming Sunday also 3 hours session. Saturday normal session. Because working day కాబట్టి Saturday no special. So tomorrow as usual, no difference in that one. So Thursday కదా, Friday కదా. Friday by chance holiday announced a 3 hours session. Sunday fixed 3 hours session. Saturday మళ్ళీ regular session 2 hours because working day కాబట్టి. Friday holiday is not there. Regular session 2 hours. I don't know holiday na not. Generally government holiday కాబట్టి we are expecting holiday. అది scenario అయితే that one. ఈ coming 4 days. Tomorrow 2 hours. Day after tomorrow 3 hours of chances is there. Friday, Saturday as usual 2 hours. Mali Sunday again 3 hours. From tomorrow onwards, for every session, recorded video link personal I'm sharing to chat Google Classroom. Because అది one time if you are listening, not grasping properly అది coming topics అది. So for my enemies, మరి కామెంట్స్ అలానే కమింగ్ కదమ్మా. ఫర్ మై లవబుల్ ఎనిమీస్, టుమారో ఆన్వర్డ్స్ coming 5 sessions recorded links with my personal interest I'll post into the Google Classroom for rewatching and re-listening of the explanations for better understandability. The typical things, sir. One time listening, the grasping depends upon your concentration levels. Uh, So for your side, I can do that favor. But don't comment negatively me. You are skipping, you are running fastly. I never did like that. Hmm? Mm. By chance, one more announcement. On Sunday, if the session or syllabus I'm unable to complete it by chance, next week I'll take the extra sessions. Because Monday already batch confirmed got, I can't change that one. I'll take the other timings, so we'll discuss as per your convenience. I'll take the sessions. Huh? So by chance it is not completed the syllabus as per the commitment or promise. But without completing the syllabus, I never closed the batch in my life, sir. Huh? The comments before dropping, think once yourself. Thank you all. Any questions, Amma? Topics related? Topics related only. దట్ ఈస్ ఓన్లీ కదమ్మా లాస్ట్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ సెట్ మెథడ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ అక్కడ కామెంట్స్ ఆల్సో టైప్డ్ కదా టు మోడిఫై ద డేటా. I said already, Mary, you didn't listen him, I think. Set method used for future modifications of the data, get method used for retrieving of the data. I explained already point. చూడు ప్రతిసారి డాక్యుమెంట్ కోడ్ పెట్టేవాళ్ళు బట్ ఈసారి ఎందుకు పెట్టలేదు అది అంటారు యూఎస్ ని కండక్ట్ చేశాడు బట్ ఈసారి అయితే కండక్ట్ చేయట్లేదు నెక్స్ట్ టైం చేస్తారన్నది
కోర్స్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత చేస్తారా సార్ మరి అయితే 6 మంత్స్
ఇయర్లో ఎప్పుడైనా అటెండ్ అవ్వచ్చు అటెండ్ అవ్వాలంటే నెక్స్ట్ టైం పెట్టినప్పుడైనా రాయొచ్చు
అంటే ఇప్పుడు పెడతామన్నారు డౌట్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు 3 మంత్స్ ఒకసారి 3 మంత్స్ ఒకసారి పెడతామన్నారు కదా 6 మంత్స్ తర్వాత పెడతారా సార్ అట్లీస్ట్ డాట్ ఫర్ డాట్